Alright, hey yo, what's up? Hey yo, so Skystriker in the year 2020 with no engage. How the fuck do you play this deck? You don't. It's not that great. You have to play this deck super conservatively now, and you have to do big brain plays and be like, oh boy, what do I search? Gotta make sure I search a card that lets me live to next turn or wherever, right? So hey, I still like this deck. Hey, Skystriker, good deck, good fun deck, right? It took this deck like 3 years to die, so. It's not that great, but it's still playable, right? Only because Mystic Mind exists as a card union. Mystic Mind says you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! So how do you play? So of course we have 3 Rays. Best card, always the card you play is 3 of. 2 Roses. Rose is pretty good. You don't really need to play multiple copies, or you only have to play 2. So that's it for the Skystrike. You only play 5 Skystrike monster, and then for the hand traps, you play a fuck ton of hand traps in this deck. Jesus Christ. 3 effect for this and Imperm are the only card you play as 3, and you only want and literally the only reason you play effect as 3 is because of access code Celine. So you can climb into access code for game. And then the rest of the hand trap card you just say no. So 2 Ghost Mourner, this card just says no. No, please stop. Also this card's unironic, allows you to win in time, I guess, so I guess that's a thing. Two Ash Blossom to be like, alright, cool, this card's 2. This card's good enough. 2 Joels and 2 Nabutes. I rather realize, so I don't want to max out on these hand traps because I'd rather just play them as 2 of us because all of them are good by their own right. So you don't have to, and you don't want to draw multiples in them because like, oh boy, I love drawing cards I can't play there because you want cards to be able to react during your opponent's. You want to have as much reactive cards as possible. And I figure you just play them all as 2 ofs, they're all fine. So it cuts you on the risk of you drawing multiples of them and be like, oh boy, I sure love having 2 Ash Blossom during my opponent's turns. Or whatever the fuck. So if you just play 2 of, it's just fine for you to draw. Like, all right, these are hand traps. These lets me interact and tell my opponent no during their turn. So outside of Effect Veiler and Imperm, just play them as 2 of is honestly perfectly fine from what I play tested. And then for the spell, we play a lot of Skystriker spells. No engage, sadly. So 3 Widowmaker. This card says no. This card says no, and this card allows you to steal. This card says it's okay for you to steal. 2 Shark Cannon. This card's good because of all the link decks. This card allows you to climb to access code easier if they try to stop you, so that's pretty good. 2 Area Zero. You don't need to play Area Zero. That's the thing. 2 Jamming because no one plays back row enough for you to care, so you just play 2. I mean, not 2 Afterburners because no one plays back row, so you don't have to play Jamming Waves right now. So just play 2 Afterburners. One multi-roll. Really good card. It turns out it's still a good card. This card allows you to recycle Widowmaker for at least 6 times during your game without Kagari. 1 Drone because Drone is good. Card allows you to be like, oh boy, I don't have a Skystriker monster, but wait, hold on, I have a Skystriker monster. And then for generic spells, you play 3 Desires. You don't care. You play 41 cards with this deck, so it's perfectly fine because this card just says draw 2 cards, and you don't really care about like it sucks when you banish off your multi rolls or your banish off your multi rolls, but it doesn't matter as long as you draw 2 cards. That's all. That's all that really matters. 3 Mystic Mind. This is your win condition now because it turns out Mystic Mind Hayate is a true combo for this deck. So it's a 2 card combo. So Mystic Mind says no, so it allows you to play. 1 Upstart. Upstart being the 41th card in Skystriker doesn't matter because all this really is just a spell and a way for you to search your deck, honestly, so it's perfectly fine. I've been playing 41 with Upstart and Skystriker for the longest time, and I feel like there's no reason for you not to play 41 cards with Upstart. 1 Road to search the Rare Rose, obviously. 1 Terraforming to search Mystic Mine or Area Zero. 1 Set Rotation to get Mystic Mine or Area Zero. He plays against Invoke or whatever the fuck. I trick you. Can't activate your invocation now, nerd. Good luck. Nice job activating invocation. You got tricked. And then finally, you play another 3 hand traps with 3 Imperms, so that's it. You play a lot of hand traps. There's a lot of hand traps. I think there's, 3 Imperms, 3 Veilers, what's that, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hand traps I believe you're playing just to stop your opponent because you really want your opponent to not play you because, like, I don't have engaged. Please let me play Yu-Gi-Oh! Next for links, 3 Kagaris because Kagari's back at 3 now. It's like, oh boy, I have 3 Kagaris. I mean, having 3 Kagaris is cool and all, but I honestly would rather have the OCG ratio of 1 Kagari, 2 multi-roll, 2 Widowmaker, 2 engage. Like that ratio at least makes Skystriker more playable, but I mean, I guess you have 3 Kagaris. Three Shizukus, because Shizuku is probably the best guy. I'm like, oh boy, I really need to search off my Shizuku in order to do something, you know. Three Hayates, because Hayate is a true combo. Hayate allows you to win because of Mystic Mind, so that's a thing. One Kaina. Kaina is still there. You just play Kaina as a one-up just for a name, honestly. One Zeke. Zeke allows you to go off, allows you to play after stealing your opponent's monster with Shuriken or Lyric, so that's pretty good. One Fiber Boy. One Noodle Boy, because this card allows you to summon Celine, and you really need to summon Celine to summon access code to win. One Ningirsu. Just play as the one Ningirsu just in case. This is my 15th slot. I was like, oh boy, I really need. I feel like Ningirsu's removal effect is pretty good. The fact that it doesn't target and it doesn't send. So if your opponent sets up something like Dragoon, this deck unironically cannot play around Dragoon, really, without Ningirsu, because it's really hard for you to play around Dragoon with this deck. So you play Ningirsu just so you have an out to those type of cards. One Celine, because your opponent because you need to make access code somehow, and finally you play one access code. So that's it. Because access code is the game plan for this deck now, outside of Hayate Mystic Mind, because you don't do anything else with the deck. So yeah, so that's Skystriker 2020. Really sad now. No engage really does hurt the deck. You have to play this deck super conservatively, and you gotta be careful what all your options, and you gotta make sure you know what you're doing with this deck now. So, well, that's how I play this deck. I still like the deck. Really does suck that it doesn't have engage. So it's really not as powerful anymore. You have to rely on opening up all your multiple hand traps or whatever the fuck, so you can play during your opponent's turn and be able to survive long enough for you to do stuff with the deck. So as long as you know what you're doing with the deck, that's all that really matters, right? That's how Skystriker's been for like the last 10 years, or like how long this deck's been out. Alright, that's it. That's the video. Don't know what else to say. Coronavirus is still a thing or something. I don't know. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.